Welcome back to Filmflix, movie lovers. We need to talk about the crimes against cinema that happened this year. I'm talking about legitimately incredible movies that came and went faster than my attention span during a 3-hour epic. 2025 gave us some absolute bangers, and somehow most of you missed them. Box office flops, streaming dumps, films that deserved so much better. So today, we're fixing that. I've got 12 movies you need to hunt down immediately. Let's go. Starting strong with a movie that's basically what happens when someone watches World War II films and decides violence should be a Looney Tune. The first one was a cult hit in 2022. Stoic Finnish dude versus Nazis with brutal action that became instant fan favorite material. So the sequel should have been huge, right? They got Richard Brake and Stephen Lang. Critics loved it more than the first one. They doubled down on everything fans wanted. More chaos, more carnage, and somehow it made less money. 9 million globally versus the original's 14. But this is absolutely going to crush on streaming. Dads everywhere are going to discover this and lose their minds. Pure testosterone-fueled mayhem with a wink and a nod. SISU Road to Revenge is that movie, and you're welcome. Next up, a movie that sounds like it should not work. Rose Byrne plays an exhausted mom dealing with her daughter's eating disorder. But here's the twist. It's directed like a horror film with black comedy, and Conan O'Brien and A$AP Rocky show up. This movie is unhinged in the best way. Rose Byrne won the Silver Bear at Berlin and has Oscar buzz for a reason. She's doing masterclass work here. Writer-director Mary Bronstein took what could have been another tired parent drama and made it visionary, almost sinister. It's uncomfortable, darkly funny, brilliantly crafted, and made $1.3 million before vanishing to streaming. Meanwhile, forgettable franchise movies make that during bathroom breaks. This movie commits to being different and bold. If I had legs, I'd kick you is what happens when filmmakers take real risks. Quick question, what happens when Darren Aronofsky, Mr. Black Swan, Mr. I'm going to emotionally devastate you, decides to make a Guy Ritchie movie? It exists, and it's a 1990s crime romp where Austin Butler is having the time of his life being charming and dangerous. This is Aronofsky making a fun comedy thriller. Witty dialogue, brutal surprises, New York City as a full character. Austin Butler has never been better. The ensemble cast is firing on all cylinders, and the 90s vibe is perfectly captured. And somehow, audiences completely slept on it. This proves even directors with super specific styles can surprise you, and we should encourage that. Caught Stealing is proof that detours can be just as exciting as the main road. Time to get mad. Steven Soderbergh made a spy thriller with Cate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender, two of the most magnetic stars on Earth, and it died on arrival. Focus Features barely marketed it and held reviews back like they were ashamed, which is insane because critics loved it. This is a tightly wound, suspenseful, witty espionage film that feels rare because it is rare. It's character-driven with crackling dialogue instead of just CGI explosions. 94 minutes, Soderbergh doesn't waste a second. The whole cast is electric, and with a $60 million budget, the studio just sent it out to die when we desperately need more mid-budget star-driven films. Black Bag deserved so much better. Not every movie needs to reinvent cinema. Sometimes you just want a solid thriller with snow, kidnapping, and Emma Thompson doing something she's never done before. Emma Thompson, Oscar winner, national treasure, plays a troubled American woman who interrupts a kidnapping and becomes an action hero. Judy Greer, criminally underused, is one of the kidnappers. Peak against typecasting that totally works. Director Brian Kirk delivers a Fargo-adjacent, snow-covered thriller with striking visuals and great pacing. Is it revolutionary? No, but it's well-crafted, entertaining, and knows exactly what it is. Dead of Winter executes every beat with precision. The most confident directorial debut of the year is a BDSM comedy drama that premiered at Cannes and hasn't even made $1 million. The film industry is fine, everyone. Harry Lighton's first feature stars Harry Melling and Alexander Skarsgård in a BDSM relationship. And this isn't exploitation, it's an intimate, brilliantly balanced character study that treats its subject with intelligence and humor. The tone is immaculate. The chemistry is incredible. It won 4 British Independent Film Awards, including Best British Independent Film. But Oscar voters and audiences? Crickets. Less than $1 million at the box office for something this assured and unafraid. PILLION reminds you how powerful intimate storytelling can be. Quick pause. If you're enjoying this, hit that subscribe button and smash the like. We find hidden gems every week so you don't have to scroll endlessly. Your support keeps this going.
Derek Cianfrance, the guy who made Blue Valentine, the most devastating relationship movie ever, made a comedy about a guy hiding in a Toys R Us after escaping prison, based on a true story. Channing Tatum gives possibly his best performance as Jeffrey Manchester, pulling off the world's most ridiculous scheme. Cianfrance mines every ounce of humor while making you care about this man trying to provide for his family. The supporting cast, Kirsten Dunst, Lakeith Stanfield, Juno Temple, Peter Dinklage, everyone's amazing. They marketed this broadly, and it still flopped with a $19 million budget, vanishing within weeks. Roofman is everything people claim they want: funny, moving, original, and nobody went. Beautiful, poetic films about ordinary people doing extraordinary work? We need more. This is basically the best Terrence Malick movie Terrence Malick didn't direct. Joel Edgerton is devastating as a logger and railroad worker helping build America's backbone. This sweeping story is told in just 102 minutes, which feels impossible. The cinematography is breathtaking. Bryce Dessner's score will wreck you. The supporting cast, Felicity Jones, Carrie Condon, William H. Macy, bring their A-game. It's recently on Netflix and picking up awards buzz, so maybe more people will discover it. Train Dreams is a masterpiece that reminds you why cinema matters. One of the biggest fumbles in recent memory. Mike Flanagan adapts Stephen King, wins People's Choice at Toronto International Film Festival, historically an Oscar predictor. Neon acquires it. Then they sit on it for a year, release it in June, market it terribly, and watch it die. I'm furious because this is stunning. A fantasy drama that's emotionally evocative and unforgettable, with incredible performances from Tom Hiddleston, Mark Hamill, Mia Sara, and Matthew Lillard. This could have been an awards contender. In a year packed with King adaptations, this might be the best one. Neon completely mishandled it. Let the festival hype die, terrible release timing, zero marketing, dumped to streaming. Mike Flanagan and Stephen King deserved better. The Life of Chuck is something special that bad distribution buried. Nick Offerman playing a sovereign citizen sounds like a sketch, except this is a dead serious crime thriller that might be his finest dramatic performance. Sovereign citizens believe they don't have to follow government laws unless they consent. It's fascinating and misguided, and writer-director Christian Swiegel doesn't mock them. He digs into the humanity. He finds tragedy in Jerry Kane's beliefs while never excusing consequences. Offerman is perfectly cast with that stern, unshakable presence. Jerry Tremblay is heartbreaking as his son. Dennis Quaid delivers one of his most impactful performances. This is tough viewing that pulls no punches, but offers a non-judgmental window into a subculture most know nothing about. Sovereign trusts you to grapple with the complexity. One of the most impressive directorial debuts of the year, Eva Victor wrote, directed, and starred in a film about sexual assault that's funny without being disrespectful. Victor handles this delicate subject with blunt honesty and zero melodrama. The film says being assaulted doesn't have to define your existence, and the aftermath doesn't need theatrical reclamation. Sometimes life just continues, messily, honestly, with humor and pain coexisting. Balancing comedy and drama here is a tightrope walk, but Victor's grasp on tone is ironclad. She's got a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress, but the film needs to break beyond indie circuits. This is urgent, unique storytelling that approaches its subject unlike anything else. Sorry Baby announces Eva Victor as a serious talent. One more, Lynn Ramsey's latest. Jennifer Lawrence giving arguably her career best performance in a horror comedy about marital strife and postnatal mania, Robert Pattinson, Sissy Spacek, Nick Knoll in support. This is Ramsey's most star-studded film, and it's still flying under the radar. It's challenging, bluntly powerful, unwelcoming, and examines female domestication in ways that'll make you uncomfortable. Lawrence probably won't get Oscar recognition despite career-defining work, but Die My Love is going to be a cherished cult classic. Mark my words. And there you have it, 12 incredible films that deserved so much better. Some are streaming now, some are hitting platforms soon, and all are worth tracking down immediately. Everyone complains Hollywood only makes sequels, but then original films like these get ignored. So here's my challenge. Pick 3 and watch them this week. Support good cinema. Tell your friends. Build the word of mouth these deserved. Drop a comment telling me which one you're watching first. Let's get messy in the comments with your hot takes and disagreements. Subscribe to Filmflix for more deep dives and hidden gems. Hit that notification bell and share with your movie-loving friends who always ask, what should I watch? Keep watching, keep discovering, and please stop sleeping on good movies. This has been Filmflix. Now go watch something great.